G'day, it's Steve here and welcome to Fortress Learning. In this bite-sized tutorial, I'm going to introduce you to Competency-Based Training and Assessment and explain how it works and the key features of this assessment model. Competency-Based Training and Assessment, or CBTA, is the model used in the Australian vocational education and training sector. Competency-based training and assessment focuses on the development and assessment of specific skills and knowledge that are directly transferable to the workplace. So let's take a look at what makes it different. In traditional norm-referenced assessment that's typically found in schools, the performance of individual learners is assessed and compared against the performance of their peers to determine their level of understanding or ability. The learners will then receive a result based on their level of performance in comparison to others, such as A, B, C, or D. On the other hand, competency-based assessment, also known as criterion-referenced assessment, evaluates a learner's ability to demonstrate skills and knowledge to a level of a predetermined benchmark. Learners are not competing against each other, and all learners have the opportunity to succeed. In fact, these days, even high schools are moving more towards this model of assessment rather than norm-referenced, and there's also a growing number of vocational subjects being delivered there. The assessment results in competency-based assessment are determined by a person's ability to either demonstrate skills to a satisfactory standard where they would receive a competent result, or where the demonstration was not to a satisfactory standard, they would be deemed not yet competent. This is because vocational education is all about preparing individuals for the workplace. So, achieving a qualification in a specific industry area means being able to demonstrate all of the skills and knowledge that have been identified as essential by that respective industry area. Let's take a look at how it works. Units of competency form the basis of the competency-based training and assessment system. These documents have been developed through close consultation with industry to determine the specific skills and knowledge that's required by employees to competently perform in different job roles. It's then the responsibility of registered training organisations to ensure that the skills and knowledge contained in these units are delivered in full to the learners and then assessed to determine if the learner can competently perform at a standard that's expected by industry. The learner must satisfactorily demonstrate all criteria to achieve a competent result for that unit of competency. Let's take a look at the key features of the competency-based training and assessment model. Firstly, it provides transparent learning outcomes. Competency-based assessment provides the learner with clearly defined and explicit learning outcomes that identify the skills and knowledge that they will be expected to acquire and demonstrate through the learning and assessment process. It's focused on performance. Competency-based assessment focuses on the demonstration of skills in real workplaces or simulated environments that replicate the workplace. Assessment generally involves practical tasks, projects or scenarios that require the learner to apply their skills and knowledge as they would in the real workplace. The assessment can be contextualised. Competency-based assessment allows for the assessment activities to be contextualised or tailored to meet the needs of different organisations and workplace environments. This could include things like using the exact equipment and terminology that's specific to the workplace of the learner. This ensures that the outcomes of the learning are directly transferable to the workplace. Competency-based assessment allows for personalised and flexible learning and assessment pathways. Learners are able to progress at a pace that suits their own learning styles and needs, which allows them to confidently build a strong skill and knowledge foundation before undertaking assessment activities. Continuous feedback is a key aspect of competency-based assessment. Learners receive timely and constructive feedback on their performance, which helps them understand their strengths and areas for improvement. This feedback promotes continuous improvement by allowing individuals to reflect on their progress and make adjustments as needed. In summary, competency-based assessment is all about the development of the skills and knowledge that can be applied directly to job roles in the learner's chosen industry area. If you'd like to know more, we have many other bite-sized tutorials that have been designed to give you a clear understanding of the vet sector and how it all works.